Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome to another video. We're up on Dartmoor. We're headed up to Great Mist Tor for an overnighter. It's a beautiful afternoon, but I think the fun is going to start overnight because it's forecast for sub-zero and gale force winds. So I've got the Hilleberg Soulo. We're going to wander up to the Tor, put that up, and yeah, hopefully have a fun night. Thanks for joining me. Let's get going. So we are walking up what is a military track at the moment. We're fairly close to the Merivale firing range up on Dartmoor. You can probably see behind me there, that's the big comms tower at Princetown. So just on the other side of that, you've got the town of Princetown, most famous for Dartmoor prison, of course. So a few other well-known tours in the area. Over here we've got Cox Tor. We're walking up to Great Mist Tor, and you've got Little Mist Tor up here on the way, which I'll show you. But yeah, a really beautiful afternoon. So trying out some new kit today. I've got the Osprey Ether 55, and I bought it on the strength of it being regarded as being a really comfortable pack for heavy loads, and yeah, they're not wrong. It's absolutely fantastic. It's a really lovely pack, and I've got quite a bit of kit in it, so it's a fairly heavy load, and it just sits beautifully on my back and is yeah, extremely comfortable, so that's good. Okay, so here we are at Little Mist Tor. It is 3:05, and that is where we're going to spend tonight. I've not camped up here before, so I don't know what the terrain's going to be like up there, but I'm sure we can find something fairly sheltered. So yeah, as I said, I've brought the Hilleberg Soulo with me for tonight. I can already feel the wind increasing as I've got higher, and it's forecast to be really blowy overnight. So I thought err on the side of caution. Yeah, there's not much more I can sort of tell you about this area really. It's over there in the distance is the Merivale firing range, which is obviously used by the military. So if you ever do come up onto Dartmoor and you're in this area, please please do make sure that you check what the status is of the firing range, and also check the timings, because you most definitely do not want to be walking through there when they are live firing. other than that, yeah, it's just the most stunning place. So only got probably another half an hour walk, if that, maybe 15 minutes. So going to get cracking and find a decent place to pitch the tent. Yeah, I think this is it. I think this is going to be the perfect spot. Oh, what a view. Okay, well, I think I'm pretty happy with my spot. It's nice and flat, it's pretty dry, feels reasonably sheltered, but I'm not massively worried about that, if I'm honest. In any case, on Dartmoor, the wind direction just changes all the time and does what it wants. So yeah, some dark clouds are forming and the wind is getting up, so I'm going to get the tent up as a priority and then get a brew on. And just like that, everything changes. Yeah, we could see the rain coming across the moor there, and suddenly the wind got up and it started absolutely chucking it down, but thankfully managed to get the tent up in time. I think, yeah, it's stopped raining now, the sun's come back out. So, going to get ourselves organised, get the tent set up, get the sleeping system out. I've got my Thermarest Ridge Rest mat. I've got my Thermarest Neo Air inflatable mat. I've got my Snugpack Special Forces 2 and my Special Forces bivvy bag, Gore-Tex one, which the bag will sleeping bag will go inside. That just helps protect it from the condensation that will no doubt collect in here tonight. Yeah, other than that, I think we're going to be alright to go out and make ourselves a brew once we're organised. I'm sure that's not going to be the only shower we have tonight. But yeah, great to get the tent up. We've got the foot of the tent facing into the wind, and we should get a beautiful view of the sunset tonight, if indeed we do get one. The sun rises over that side in the morning, so we won't get to see that because this is only a single opening tent. But got some lovely light out here now. Right, let's get organised. It's a pretty beautiful sky behind me, that's for sure. It is bitterly cold. Put the down jacket on. Well, it's getting quite dark now, so I'm going to head back to the tent and get some chicken tikka on the way. At least I know I haven't forgotten that. Well, I had my chicken tikka and that was delicious, and heated up my chocolate pud for dessert. Just boiled it up in the pan there, and I'll eat that one straight out the bag. So it's about 7:15. It's cold. It really is cold. My feet are cold. It's a lot warmer inside the tent than it is out there, obviously. You've got that sort of mist blowing across. but can still see a long way. So it's a pretty clear night. Might possibly get some astro shots in later. I've got my Sigma 14 to 24 f2.8 lens and my Nikon Z6, which are both great in low light, and the Nikon lens, the Sigma lens, is absolutely a brilliant astro lens. So depending on how cold it is, might well try and get some shots. Well, I think the heavy wind that they were forecasting is starting to come in. It's definitely picked up. It is really cold out there. I would say definitely below zero already. I've been outside just to see if I could take any interesting astro shots, but the problem is there's a really bright moon up there, so it just it sort of doesn't really make the stars shine out that well, and it's not ideal for astro. So I knocked that one on the head. Yeah, so I think this is going to be me from now on. I think I'm going to be in the tent until morning. Thankfully, I've got 3G and the radio's been kicking into action, so I'm going to have something to do this evening. Yeah, I can definitely feel and hear that wind having got up. So yeah, pretty glad I brought this tent. I don't think it's going to be anything that would have been sort of, you know, too much for the Hubba to handle. But oh, I think it's raining as well now. Yeah, we've got rain as well. So yeah, I mean the Hubba I think would have been fine in what there is at the moment, but if it's forecast for gusts force 9 and 10 tomorrow morning, that's, you know, that's pretty hardcore. Well, it's 8:30. I'm in my bag and thankfully warmed up a bit. Feet are still a bit chilly, but I've got my little tent slippers on, which are helping. It's definitely pretty grotty out there. So I'm going to keep the door of the fly sheet open, just to try and minimise the amount of condensation in here. It's yeah, it's all right at the moment actually. There's a little bit on the outer, but not too bad on the inner. Yeah. Morning everyone. It's about 10 to 7. Just got back from going out for a morning pee. You can probably hear it's blowing a gale out there, and it's really cold. No rain, thankfully, yet. I had a pretty good night actually. It was very windy, very windy. So it was pretty noisy in here. Yeah, I actually did manage to get some sleep, which was great. I slept with the inner doorway wide open and the ventilation wide open, so there's actually hardly any condensation in here, which is fantastic. Didn't really have any issues with coldness in the night, so that's all good. Life would be infinitely better if I could make a cup of coffee, but I can't, so I'm going to have to just make myself a cup of hot water. Yeah, there is a slight orange tint in the sky as the sun's coming up, but to be brutally honest with you, I don't really want to go and stand outside at the moment. Getting any shots of that wasn't really worth it. Alright guys, so I've come down into this little sheltered area between a couple of the tours here. I'm all packed up and ready to go. It's just on the other side of these rocks here. It is blowing a hoolie. Yeah, I didn't think I needed to film myself taking the tent down and packing away. You've seen all of that before, and it would have been pretty difficult, to be honest. But yeah, we're going to make a move. I'm going to go down to the rescue centre and do the Saturday morning kit checks with the team. But yeah, that was a fun night out. Didn't get to do much astro photography or anything, and spent most of the time hunkered down in the tent. But yeah, that was fantastic. And yeah, it was just great to be up here amongst the tours. So thanks for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed it. Just going to take a leisurely stroll back to the car now, and hopefully see you again on the next one. Thanks for joining me. Don't forget to subscribe if you can, and yeah, see you next time. Stay safe.